kill. Next one. We'll whistle again. Oh, he's turning. I'm going to turn with him here. Come on, come on, come on. Whistle away, and that's kill number 2. Bye. No wing, no problem. We got sauce that time. Come on. There we go. There we go. Finally got him down. Hello people there, this is TheRubyRevolution. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to War Thunder. Today it is time to do the video and to look at the Mitsubishi T2. I've been grinding this out since the patch has hit, and I'm finally in a position with modifications etc where I can do a proper video and review on this thing. As you might expect, this is quite an insane aircraft. Really, it has an extremely good top speed. It can carry AIM-9E missiles, it can carry bombs, rockets. It has a 20mm Vulcan cannon. It has radar as well. However, I don't think it's as insanely overpowered as a lot of people make it out to be. It's not very good at load speeds. It bleeds speeds quite a lot. And I actually do a lot better in the F-86 F-40 Sabre than I do in the Mitsubishi T2. Have a quick look at my service record. You can see here with the T2, 90 games played, 61 deaths to 60 kills. With the F-86 F-40 Sabre, 118 games played, 85 deaths, 113 kills. And that thing is subsonic. And questionably has not as good guns. But however, I do a lot better in the F-86 Sabre, even though a lot of the time it gets up tiered to the same games as the Mitsubishi T2 does. Kind of interesting really, that I do a lot better in that aircraft. Anyway, some of the history behind the Mitsubishi T2. During the 1960s, Japan was starting to use much more capable supersonic aircraft, such as the F-104 Starfighter and the F-4 Phantom, and they needed a new advanced supersonic trainers to be able to get their crews and pilots up to speed with these newer types of aircraft. At the time, they were using the F-86 Sabre, which is a subsonic aircraft and nowhere near good enough for these newer, more advanced airframes. Originally, they were looking at procuring the Sepicat Jaguar, which is an Anglo-French ground attack / advanced trainer aircraft. However, because of the licensing costs with this, they decided to domestically produce their own aircraft. And it took a lot of influences from the Jaguar design. If you put the two aircraft side by side, they pretty much look exactly identical in how they look. However, there is some subtle differences between the two aircraft. The fuselage, the wing, and the undercarriage are all domestically produced in Japan. The engines this aircraft uses are Odor engines, which are a British engine, which is the same engines the Jaguar uses, fully enough, which are domestically produced in Japan. The avionics and radar system on this aircraft is the JAWG-11, which is basically a domestically produced copy of a British system which is used on the F-4 Phantom. It has an American 20mm Vulcan cannon instead of the 30mm Aidens on the Jaguar, as well as the undercarriage being slightly different in that it has only 2 wheels on the main undercarriage instead of the 4 on the Jaguar, because it's not designed to take off from rough runways like the Jaguar is. There's an actual single-seat version of this aircraft, which is the Mitsubishi F1, which is the actual fighter bomber variant of this aircraft. It's very interesting that Gaijin decided to add the trainer version into game compared to the F1, which could carry more ordnance because it had more hardpoints compared to the T2, which had quite limited combat capabilities really, because it's a trainer aircraft and designed to train crews and pilots rather than be used in combat. In terms of its performance, it's very similar to the Jaguar, as you might expect, with a top speed of 1,500 km an hour, and its control surfaces are pretty much a copy of the Jaguars as well, in that it uses spoilers, which is quite an interesting thing, in that it uses spoilers for the roll instead of traditional ailerons. In terms of its service history. It was used throughout the 80s and 90s and into the 2000s as well as a trainer aircraft. Being retired in 2006 and replaced by the F2, which is basically a domestically produced F-16 Fighting Falcon. So this aircraft has now been retired from service with the Japanese Air Force. Anyway, how does this absolutely ludicrous jet perform in War Thunder? As you might expect, this is the fastest jet currently in game, with an absolutely insane top speed of 1,710 kilometers an hour, which is nearly 300 kilometers an hour faster than its closest competitors, which is the F-100 and the MiG-19. In terms of what it can carry with weaponry, it can carry two A9E variants of the Sidewinder missiles, which are different to the B variant that have a much larger field of view for locking on, as well as a better tracking, which actually fire the missiles off. But for the most part, they perform pretty much exactly like any other missile in game. In terms of bombs and rockets, it can carry 750-pound bombs, Mighty Mouse missiles, as well as the Sidewinder. So it's really good in ground attack if you want to take it out in ground realistic as well. It has that 20mm Vulcan cannon, 750 rounds with an absolutely insane fire rate, 6,000 rounds a minute on the gun, would chew through the ammo, so you really do have to be quite conservative when you're firing off at enemies. It has the radar system with this for tracking and for locking on, and I do kind of think it needs it really, because the speeds this jet engages enemies at is near enough supersonic speeds most of the time. It's very hard to get the guns at target. You have limited opportunity to be able to shoot the enemy, so it does make it reasonably easy to get the guns where you want them to go most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but I'm sure we'll find out today looking at this aircraft. Anyway, we're taking this out in air realistic today to see what she's capable of. We're going to be going Axis versus Axis, I can guarantee, in every single game today. So it's going to be fighting fire with fire. But there we go. The worst enemy of the T2 is the T2 itself. Let's get going. I have to say, I think this is an absolutely gorgeous aircraft. I absolutely love the Jaguar, and even though this isn't actually the Jaguar, it's the Jaguar in spirit, and it looks absolutely amazing. I think it looks so gorgeous. Hopefully they'll add the Jaguar in for the British at some point now that this is the game. They really should. It's practically the same aircraft, really. Anyway, we're on Spain with this one. We're versus the Axis. Absolutely no surprise there. Let's get the radar going. We'll climb off to the left initially. Get the speed above a Mach, ideally. The problem is, when you're facing other T2s, they can pretty much do exactly the same as what you can. Such a gorgeous jet. I really wish it was the single seat version though, not the T2. Nearly max speed already. And silence. That never gets old, how it does that. It's really well modeled in game. Needed 1.10 Mach now. Yeah, they're all over to the right. Let's turn in. Still not really picking up anything up. Okay, we've got an enemy up above. Is he going for me? Oh, he is. He's not going to be able to catch me. I'm going way too quick here. Oh, he's been shot down. Never mind then. Oh, I've lost track of everyone. Let's turn back in. Okay, MiG-19. And the T2 as well. I'm going to warm up a missile. Looking on. He's going... Oh no, he's going away. Good kill. Next one. More the missile again. Oh, he's turning. I'm going to turn with him here. Come on, come on, come on. Missile away, and That's kill number 2. Two seconds and already 2 kills. Let's go for the CL Saber. Okay, there's actually, yeah, there's a couple of them over there. 2 enemies. No, 1 enemy, 2. 3 friendlies. Can we pick up this guy up yet? No, there we go. 2 kilometers out. Oh, we're closing on him fast. What if he knows we're coming in? Crap. I fired a bit early there. I might break off here. What is the radar doing? Yeah, I'm breaking off. The engines are overheating. There we go, cool them off. Oh, that's intense. I've got 200 rounds left for the cannons. Probably enough for 1 more kill if I play it right. A lot of speed there. The radar system does make it really easy. Come here. You're not escaping, Saber. Nose down, get the speed up. We're kind of really slow here anyway. Quick look behind. No one there. You see how this is actually not the best of accelerating compared to some of the subsonics? There we go, we're gaining speed on him now. Onto the Delta V, there we go. Getting up on him. Finally. Still lots to play for, there's still quite a few enemies left alive. Come on. Oh, he's got him, okay. I would say, yeah, AI. Not really worried about him. Where are the rest of them? These are all friendlies. Oh, there's one, G91. Went over in that direction then. Nope. And the other G91's just crashed. Let's go up. And he's coming back in, but he's got a MiG on him. Oh, he's down. It was all too easy. 2 guys left. I'm not going to kill the AI. Where's the fun and challenge in that? Oh, that's not an AI though. Let's see if he turns with this MiG. Yep. Turn it back in to give him a hand. Come on. We got source that time. The 20 mil is really unreliable. It's either nothing or everything, I found with the thing. One thing I haven't really talked about is the unique control surfaces like on this aircraft. It uses spoilers look to roll left and right, which is very different indeed. It doesn't mean it can like over roll slightly, as you can see here. The other thing as well to note with the T2 is because the wings are quite far back, it does have a very far back centre of mass as well, which means that when you're pitching up and down in the thing, it does pitch rather sharply from the nose because that centre of mass is pretty far back. It's a gorgeous looking plane though. Nearly at max speed already. Let's gain some height now. Also, I'll give you a guess of who we're facing in this game. And if you say allies, you are wrong. Because the only way to counter the T2 is with the T2. And we just lost our first player. Let's just get involved, get in. I really want to take out the other supersonic aircraft first. I'm going to go in for a gun kill here. I'm not going to be able to turn with him now. Broken off. I'm not going to turn, just keep the speed up high. This aircraft does kind of bleed speed quite a lot in a turn. Where's this MiG going? If he turns back in, we'll turn. Yeah, okay, we'll turn in. So many of these pesky subsonic aircraft. All the sauce there. I did use a lot of rounds, but at least we put them down. Flats out slightly. Come back in. Trying to think what to go for next. I'm going to warm up a missile here. Oh, so many targets to choose from. Good kill. And absolutely no source on that G91. Fly away, come back in. We've still got another missile yet. And we have the speed advantage over these guys. Oh, T2's just killed somebody else. Okay, let's turn back in now. We've got a lot of speed here. Not heading on. We have all the advantages. We don't need to throw them away. No source yet again. Come on. Come on, game. Work with me. This guy's got to be pretty crippled by now. Come on. There we go. There we go. Finally got him down. 200 rounds. Enough for like one more kill. Plus the air-to-air missile. Oh, there's so many of them. There's still loads of them left alive. Let's try and get this MiG-15. He doesn't really want to be paying attention. Yeah, he was going for these friendlies over here. I haven't even turned on the radar this game. Don't even need the radar. Radar's for losers anyway. I'm gonna use the missile, I think. Depends if he starts turning. Yeah, he's turning. Oh! Okay. I should have fired the missile there. Yeah, good luck catching me. Good luck catching this thing in a climb. Absolutely zero chance. Yeah, the T2s are going to come in and sweep now. We can have the friendlies take them on. I have enough kills this game. Let's try and get on the Sabre. No source. I couldn't get the radar to lock on there either. I have found the radar can be a little bit finicky sometimes. I'm down to 38 cannon rounds now. Still got the missile though. Oh, he's died. He's dead. It's absolutely madness that this jet is currently in-game with just no counter or equivalent by any other nation at all. I mean, only 2 patches ago we didn't even have supersonic jets in the game, and now we've got this thing which can go 1,700 kilometers an hour. It's absolutely crazy. Hopefully going forward Gaijin will restore some balance to the force, and they'll add in equivalent aircraft for other nations such as the F-104 Starfighter, MiG-21 and the English Electric Lightning, which is going to be very interesting indeed with then those Mach 2 capable aircraft get introduced into the game. But for now we've got this thing which is just absolutely nuts. It's a gorgeous aircraft, but it breaks the game. That's my opinion on the T2. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this absolutely insanely stupid aircraft. Please like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And catch you on the next one sometime soon. Bye!